Whoa, get ready for this one. Have you ever seen a tiny slip-up accidentally blow the lid off something huge? Well, that is exactly what we're diving into today. A massive history fail on live TV that exposed a secret, game-changing shift in global politics. Let's go! And hey, if you're ready, smash that like button and subscribe.
Okay, so it all kicks off with this little bombshell. You've got Vice President JD Vance on national television. He's trying to defend a new policy on the war in Ukraine, and he drops this line right here, using World War II as like his star witness.
And the entire world just stopped. Historians, commentators, basically anyone with an internet connection had a collective, wait, what? Moment. Because, when it comes to World War II, that is not how the story ends. Not even close.
So what went wrong here? Well, this is the moment an interview turned into a pop quiz on history, pitting the vice president against, well, every single history textbook ever written.
I mean, just look at this. It's night and day. Vance's version, some kind of negotiation. The actual historical fact, unconditional surrender. Two words that mean the exact opposite of negotiation. It means you don't get a say. The war is just over. All right, let's do a quick fact check, shall we? Because the end of the biggest war in human history definitely wasn't some friendly chat over a cup of tea.
The record is crystal clear. Germany, unconditional surrender, May 1945. Japan, unconditional surrender, September 1945. The Allies were super specific about this. They demanded it. No deals, no terms, no negotiations. Period.
And of course, you know what happens when a gaffe this big hits the airwaves. The internet did what the internet does best. The meme makers assembled and oh boy, the roast was officially on.
The responses were just brutal and lightning fast. One user on X just dropped this. Vance says World War II ended in negotiation. Someone tell that to Hiroshima. Oof. And another one kept it simple, World War II ended with the exact opposite of a negotiation. There's really no coming back from that, because it's just a fact. Okay, so a politician made a history mistake. Big deal, right? No. This is where the story takes a massive turn. Why did he even bring up World War II? Because his historical fumble accidentally revealed a gigantic, unannounced pivot in U.S. policy toward Ukraine. And here's what he let slip. This new strategy, mediation. The idea is that the U.S. is no longer trying to help one side win. Instead, we're stepping back to become a go-between, trying to find some kind of middle ground. And you gotta understand, this is a huge shift. It's being called a striking about-face, a total 180-degree turn from what the administration was saying just days earlier. And look how fast it happened. Before August 15th, it was all threats of severe consequences for Russia. On the 15th, a big summit fails. Then just 9 days later, Vance is on TV talking about being a mediator. The entire U.S. foreign policy on this flipped in about a week. It's wild.
So let's connect all these dots. What's the real takeaway here? It's this perfect storm, right? A public history blunder peeled back the curtain on some seriously high-stakes political maneuvering happening in secret.
So to break it all down, 1. We saw a major history fail on live TV. 2. That mistake accidentally exposed a massive policy change on Ukraine. And 3. We learned that the entire U.S. strategy pivoted from making threats to pushing for mediation in less than 10 days.
And all of this leaves us with a really big, tough question that goes way beyond this one gaffe. When it comes to modern wars, is finding a middle ground the only path forward? Or are some things, some principles, some borders, simply non-negotiable? I really want to know what you think.
And that's the whole story. Wow! If you learned something new today, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. And get in those comments and let me know your answer to that last question. See you next time.